When we put together our homeschooling curriculum over the years, we used a patchwork of different resources. For instance, with the math classes, I sometimes taught the kids out of the college textbooks that I was teaching for my courses. And then we also used IXL.com. But the single biggest resource that we used throughout the learning experience was thegreatcoursesplus.com. And I wanted to share a little bit with you about my own journey with the Great Courses Plus so that you can just understand, regardless of what you end up going with a resource, you can use something, but then you can always take it deeper. I got into the Great Courses at first, maybe in 2004, 2005. Lindsay, back in 2006 or 7, got a bunch of courses for me for Christmas, and I watched the DVDs. And then right around 2017, we discovered the streaming service. It was quite affordable. Every one of the courses came with a manual that you could download. So not just like watch the video one time, but download the manual and really soak in and do the readings and go more slowly, more methodically, carefully. And this is going to be a challenge for you. You are not going to run into a problem of like, oh my gosh, I can't find any resources for my student for, say, 7th grade math. The trick is whatever you run with, whatever you pick, that you really take it as deep as you need to make sure that the learning is actually happening. Otherwise, you're just getting sort of like this very surface exposure to things, and that's just really not what you're probably looking for in your kids' education. You want things to stick. You want them to develop that confidence that only comes with going to a certain level of depth in whatever it is that you're studying. And the last thing that I will say on this point is that when we're learning, we can learn as consumption, like basically as pleasure. A lot of times when we're reading a book, that's exactly what we're doing. But then you can learn to really build your perspective, to build your human capital. And that is going to take longer. That's going to take more effort. That's going to take more work. And it's not going to be the kind of thing like, oh, I watched one video one time, and so, now I'm an expert.